Safety, please to the right to set the balls in the field and spectator area. Our ushers and security staff on duty to force to follow rules.
There will be no standing in the aisles of the arena or areas that can obstruct spectator view of our game while the game is in progress. This is a no smoking facility and it's a vape-free facility. Any issues, please report to a Lancer staff member to guide you. There is a medic office on the main entrance lobby. Good evening, fans. Welcome to the Ide Family Field here at the new Dome Arena. Indoor soccer is back and Lancer Mania is running wild. Tonight's game is featuring the Harrisburg Heat and your 2020 Rochester Lancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2020 Lancer Dancers. They are led by their captains, Callista and Kayla. Our team, Megan, Elise, Cameron, Rachel C., Rachel V., and Rachel W. And your 2020 Lancer Dancers are coached by Carrie Miller. Your Lancer Dancers are brought to you by Glacier Ridge Sports Park and Glow Sunless Tanning. And now, please welcome to the field the one, the only. Here he is, Lancer Louie. And now here are tonight's very special groups brought to you by Donuts Delight. To join them on the field, Lancer Dancers, Lancer Louie, here come our groups. They are led by the Rochester Lancers Youth Academy, Empire Boys 2011, and the Cleveland Force Soccer Academy. Here are the officials for tonight's match. They are Austin Sani, Chris Grabas, Democratus Pashalidis, and Steve Montanino. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce tonight's visitors, the Harrisburg Heat. Here are the starting six for the Harrisburg Heat. Starting in goal, former Lancer and Rochester native. Please welcome back Will the Wall Benahane. In the midfield, number 4, Danny DePrima. Midfielder number 17, Dominic Francis. Defender number 25, Dylan Hundelt. Defender number 26, Elton De Oliveira. And midfielder number 41, Ty Hall. The Harrisburg Heat are coached by Pat Healy. He is assisted by Tom Malore. Ladies and gentlemen, the Harrisburg Heat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a special announcement from Lancers TV host Joe Giuliano and the Mohican Warrior.
Thank you, Rocky, and welcome to the Dome Arena for Rochester Lancers Indoor Soccer. Joe Giuliano and the Mohican Warrior. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Take a break, kick back, relax. It's indoor soccer time before you get ready for the New Year's Eve. We've got the Lancers and the Harrisburg Heat meeting once again. Elliot, welcome to the broadcast. These two teams met a couple weeks ago. Rochester fell 8-4, but we've talked about progress and taking steps forward. It looks like Rochester has definitely done that.
Yeah, a whole bunch of rookies coming out, starting to get in their own rhythm. So the first and fourth quarter, they tied. Lost by 1 goal in the second quarter. The third quarter fell down. So really, if we can put together a full game, we're a very competitive side.
Now we move into 2020. A lot of soccer coming up for the Rochester Lancers and the MASL. What are we looking for?
Joe, I'm not convinced the world is ready for the 2020 Lancers. Looking for these guys to break out, young guys to come through. So I'm super excited for tonight. Harrisburg, they got to be a little more on edge than they were the first weekend because they understand we've been competitive.
It should be a great one tonight as we kick off a doubleheader here at the Dome Arena, the Lancers and the Heat. And it's coming up next on the Lancers Broadcast Network.
You can introduce them now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to give to you the man who is the soul of soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Soccer Sam.
Thank you, Rocky. Happy belated Merry Christmas to everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. I am filling in for Ashley Maria. She's got a little cold happening, so I am here to help out. I'm going to do the best I can with the abilities I have. Please welcome to the Ide Family Field tonight our honorary captains, celebrity captains, if you will. I met these two young ladies when they were 11 years old in 1995. We did a TV show to introduce the new Rhinos that were coming to town. And how we introduced it is we did indoor soccer with the old Lancers. Kind of fell in love with the Lancers as a kid. We brought back the Lancer legends. And these young ladies at 11 years old sang the anthem. They went on, and at the age of 17, they appeared on TV's American Idol with Ryan Seacrest, my buddy. And they went to Hollywood, made it big, and in 2013, they did The Voice. Please welcome tonight's honorary captains. They are known worldwide, internationally, as the Morgan Twins. Please welcome Rianne and Cara Morgan, the Twins. Wait a minute, give me a hug or something. Oh. Do I get a residual check or anything? Checks in the mail. I've heard that all my life. Unbelievable. I'm trying to get my wife Linda to come out here and join me, but she says no way. Tonight's honorary captain is a Lancers legend. He was there in 1995 when we reintroduced the Lancer legends at the Sports Garden, where the Morgan Twins sang. He's the unsung hero of the early Rochester Lancers, was the first and longest serving employee of the team. He was with the Rochester Lancers from 1967 to 1980. He was not only the Lancers trainer, the equipment manager, the chauffeur, the official secretary, the field manager, the dad and mom for all these players coming here to Rochester, New York. He worked for the Rochester Flash. He broadcast matches for the Rochester Ravens and devoted 17 years to a radio show called Soccer is a Kick in the Grass, the longest running soccer radio show in America. Please welcome tonight's honorary captain, the longest serving trainer in North American soccer history, Lancers legend, Mr. Joe Red Card Sirianni. Joe is the only trainer in the history of the NASL, the North American Soccer League. That was the era of the Cosmos and Pele and all that. The only trainer ever to get a red card. Well, the next person, we are going to interview him at halftime. He is our special guest captain. He trained with the Lancers. He's definitely a Lancers, not only a Rochester Lancers, but an Eastridge High School Lancer, one of my favorite high schools. He went on to a tryout in England and made the world-famous team Watford Academy. He recently has signed to go to Portugal, and he will be playing for Victoria in Portugal. Please welcome tonight's honorary captain, Mr. Garrett Delves. He looks like he looks like David Beckham. Where's Spice? Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's hear it, kids. This guy started as a Lancer. Look at him, playing internationally now. Unbelievable. Tonight's tonight's sponsor captain. If you ever have a wet basement, he's the guy you call. You see him on the commercials. He's related to Garrett. He's his father. Please welcome tonight's sponsor captain from Never Wet Basements, Mr. Del Neil Delves. Look at, and a member of the Silver Chiefs. Thanks for being here, sir. You know, before we introduce our head coach, I got to bring out some guys right now. We just introduced Joe Sirianni. This man was the head trainer for the Rhinos, the head trainer for the original Lancers in 2011. Joe Giuliano and I spent a lot of road trips with this man all over the country. The head trainer of the Rhinos, the head trainer of today's Lancers, Mr. Dave DiPasquale. Thank you, David. I love it. Thank you. Joining Dave's team in the Lancers box is our team PA, former Rochester Lancers player, Mr. Kyle Mansick. Thank you, buddy. And our team chiropractor, Mr. Jose Balaseca from Attune Sports Chiropractic. But I got this pain, let me tell you, I'll talk to you later. Unbelievable. And now our assistant coaches. First, both of them are Rochester coaching icons. Please welcome Mr. Adam Schwartz and Mr. John Berardi-Curdy. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Our goalkeeper coach, Mark Sotilli, was unable to be here tonight. And now let's welcome. He is the living legend of Rochester soccer. Scored the first and last goal at Frontier Field. Our head coach, Doug Miller. All right, now let's meet tonight's Lancers, your 2020 Indoor Lancers. Goalkeeper number 00 from Hilton, New York, Mr. Brian Wilkin. Goalkeeper number 35 from Pauls, New York, Mr. Christian Esposito. He comes all the way from Brazil, and his parents are here to join him for the holidays. Please welcome Rafa Gador. He is the pride and joy of Buffalo, New York. He's making his last number 4 tour. Please welcome Mr. Gary Mountain. Wearing number 9 from Spencerport, New York, Mr. Dan Rieger. He's one of our captains. He wears number 10 from Nottingham, England, YouTube sensation, Captain Michael Cunningham. He comes from Webster, New York, where soccer is why we're living. He is the Red Mamba, Captain Anthony Rosano. Rochester's own number 14, Alex Harling. He wears number 15 from Churchville, New York, Austin Gerber. Number 17 from Hicksville, Long Island. Please welcome his debut here, Peter Di Lorenzo. Number 18 from Cleveland, Ohio, Brian Wolanowski. Whoa, we got some Cleveland fans here. From Pittsburgh, New York, number 21, Matt D'Amico. Number 23, he scored the fastest goal in Indoor Lancers history. Please welcome J.O. Jeremy Ortiz. Wearing number 24 from Newburgh, New York, the Finster, August Finn. He comes all the way from Peru. He is Diego, the Explorer Mayanga. And from Brighton, New York, number 31, Jeremy Lunko. Back to you, Rocky.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please remain standing and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, this evening being performed by the Morgan Twins.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous last fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening and welcome to the Dome Arena. Tonight it's the Rochester Lancers playing host to the Harrisburg Heat.
Canadian fans
Rochester coming in at 0-4. Harrisburg at 3-1. I'm Joe Giuliano along with the Mohican Warrior. Well, you may have seen our open and the Lancers facing off against Harrisburg a couple of weeks ago. 8-4 was the score. We talked about it. The gap is getting closer and closer. Does Rochester find their first win tonight?
It's going to be an interesting one. They're hosting, so you think you'd have an advantage. They went to Harrisburg. They tied them first and fourth quarters, went down in the second quarter. They lost by a 1-goal difference. In the third quarter, I think it was a 4-0 run. Did not go well for the Lancers, but if we can just isolate those positive quarters, and then we're going to definitely have a good opportunity to take Harrisburg out.
These two teams are no strangers to one another as they do battle once again tonight here in Rochester. Your officials for tonight: Austin Saney, Christopher Grabus, Jim Pashalidis, and B.J. Dunham. And a late addition, Steve Montanino, who was usually our Mike Pereira on Fox football broadcast, their official on call. He is our official on call, but he's on the field tonight, so what do we do?
Hey, man, making him earn is key. You know what I'm saying? He can email us later with his commentary instead of coming up here making corrections to the rules for us, nitpicking little details. I'm glad he's out there. Keep him on the field.
That's right. Should be a great one tonight. Lancers, again, looking to really get that first win, close the gap between these experienced MASL teams that they have faced. Harrisburg comes in with a very experienced coach in Pat Healy. The Lancers with the legend, no one better, Doug Miller, behind the bench for Rochester. Lancers in the all gold with blue socks. They'll be attacking from right to left. Harrisburg, I guess we're going to call it, what, is it purple?
Yeah, as you can see by some of the purple man tights out there, it's definitely purple.
Purple,
Harrisburg
left to
making
right.
An intimidating statement right off the bat.
Captain Danny DePrima will get this one underway. Crowd still filing in here at the Dome Arena. Harrisburg 3-1, third place in the Eastern Conference. Rochester at the bottom in ninth place, looking for their first win as they kick off a 2-game home weekend. Tomorrow night it's Baltimore coming to town. DePrima and the Heat, a quick one immediately downfield, scooped up by Christian Esposito, the 25-year-old. He'll throw it onto the near side. There's Francis. Battles with Lancao. Benahede drives one downfield, flicked in to that far corner. Lancao was there for the Lancers. This one up and into the netting. Come back on a restart for Rochester. 0-2 at home, 0-2 away from home. 9 goals for, 36 goals against. Here's Esposito, his third appearance of the season. Wolanski to Mayanga. Passes a low one forward. It's intercepted. He was looking for Harling.
Yeah, I really like that ball. Harling wasn't on the same page as him, unfortunately. Diego played it really nicely in there.
Francis, a driven, deflected shot. Poked away by Esposito. Francis is one to watch this evening. He has scored, I believe, 8 goals this year against Rochester. He's got 10 on the season. Brom. Gibson back to the goal. Spins off the boards. Good ball in front. Rafa Godoy gets a piece of it. Cleared away, top of the yellow line. Brom and Harrisburg will start the attack once again.
Lancers get away with one there, really. Wasn't super tight marking in the box. Luckily, it came off the boards to a Lancer player.
Escape pressured, goes to Benahetti. Goalkeepers, crucial. They use their feet in this wild and crazy indoor game. And we'll talk to a goalkeeper coming up during the broadcast. John Savaglia, who's out with an injury, will be joining us as we discuss Lancers soccer. On to the near side. Ball across the top, the shot, and it's in the net. Santana sneaking in on the back door. Gets the assist from Hundelt. At 1:51, the Heat have an early lead. And that's not a guy you want to leave open on the back door.
No, a lot of experience in the indoor game. Can see, oh boy, just completely lost our mark, and Santana made sure he buried it. Calm and collected.
Santana's first goal of the year. Hundelt with the assist, his second of the season. 1:51, time of the goal. Harling swerving ball, top of the arc. Oh, Lankau was going to tee it up, but Boughton got there first. Here's Rieger. Rieger's second appearance of the season, wearing number 9. To Esposito. Now on the yellow line, intercepted. Streaking forward. Harling will regroup. Gets it back to the captain, Michael Cunningham. Cunningham battling there on the far side with Thompson. It's poked away by Harling. Rieger avoids one. And immediate pressure coming there by Barry. And the Heat come away with it. Marcel Barry. Back to Benahetti. Meller. Gibson, he'll back up to the goal. He'll lay it off. DePrima. Good backtracking there by Rieger. Here's Boughton, chance to counter, but he's 1v3. Smart choice, Lancers will change. Boughton will keep possession. Little pickpocket there from the big man, Gerger Gibson.
Yeah, that was a tough change. Gary was left all on an island in midfield. Lancers had 4 guys subbing at the same time. That's difficult to keep possession.
1-0 the score, 11:33 left in the first quarter. Santana with the goal. Lancers working the near side.
So Lancers need to work on their substitutions where they have more possession before they run off. As soon as you win the ball, you need to connect a couple passes before you filter through your subs.
Mayanga rifles one, blocked. Header off the foot of Gibson. Picked up by Wolanski. Given away, coming back the other way. Harrisburg cutting it back onto his right foot. Hundelt, pickpocket there. Lancers coming back with it. Diego Mayanga to J.O. Here's Wolanski. He's got a nice crowd in attendance tonight from his soccer club in Cleveland. I believe 50 or 55 players have made their way here. Intercepted. The dangerous Dom Francis. And you can see the power that he can put behind that one. Esposito did a great job to keep that one and not give up a rebound. Quickly set forward for D'Amico. And they're going to call D'Amico for the foul. Restart coming up here for Harrisburg. Away from home, 1-1. At home, 2-0. Here's Benahetti. DePrima. Into the corner, Thompson. Still Thompson. Back to DePrima. Brom. Little possession spell here, Eske, and the Heat with it. It's Brom. DePrima, the team captain, Danny DePrima, the 28-year-old in his 4th season with the Heat. Eske. Foul called along the boards on the near side. Restart coming up here for Harrisburg. These are so crucial in the indoor game. How does Rochester defend this one? Godoy in front of the ball with Harling. Basically a corner kick here for the visitors. Lancers walls backed up. Through the mix, almost deflected into their own goal. And finally cleared away by the Lancers. Benahene to Patrick Thompson. Eske working in the corner. Thompson can't pull the trigger, knocked away by the Lancers. And behind the play, foul called. And now there's a little shoving going on. It's Patrick Thompson and Jeremy Lonkow. Official will separate the two of them. You know, I think this is bound to happen. You've played a team several times. Little rivalries, little battles start to intensify.
Yeah, accumulation of irritation where...
Accumulation of irritation, I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
So you keep seeing the same guys, and you might be carrying over a little frustration from the last game, or he was talking in your ear. But I think it's cool that the refs let that go, like some serious shoving, but, you know, it was pretty harmless.
Into the corner, Barry cuts it back. Ortiz poking away at him. Here's Meller. Villela. Barry. Back to Villela. 8:46 left. The goal from Santana at 151. The only marker so far. There's Barry to Meller. Escobar. Gibson just so strong, shoving off the challenge of the Lancers' defense.
Yeah, not the one you want to gamble against. So
Hundelt.
Harrisburg showing their maturity, right? They've had a lot more possession. They've been calm in their attacking half. For the Lancers, we've just been running and gunning when we get the ball. Little bit frenetic.
There's Santana, the dangerous veteran. Comes back all the way to the top. De Oliveira. Thompson is cooled off, comes on the bench, and back onto the field. Escobar. Back to Thompson. There's Santana. Oh, cheeky little move there. Almost found the corner.
Effort. Santana, I'm not a betting man, Joe, you know that, but I would wager that there's a player on the roster out here who is half the age of Santana.
On paper, 41 years old, Mr. Santana.
And still moving well.
Here's Francis to De Oliveira. One-on-one against Ortiz. Tried to back it into Santana. Cleared away by the Lancers' defense. There's DePrima. Hundelt. Brom. Francis can unleash a cannon here if he's given time and space. Double team taken away nicely by Harling. Harling looking for Rieger. Still Rieger off the boards. It's deflected and into the netting. And it'll come out on a restart for Harrisburg, and this will be our official timeout. And while we've got a break, don't forget the MASL podcast returns for the 2019 and 20 season. Join us as we talk to players, officials, and coaches from across the league and take you behind the scenes of the MASL. Check out MASLsoccer.com to listen to past episodes and subscribe to the official MASL podcast on Apple Podcasts. Lancers trailing 1-0. 6:50 left in the first quarter. The goal was from Santana and Hundelt, and as you mentioned, a lot of possession early on here for the visitors from Harrisburg.
Yeah, there's just a clear difference in composure. You know, if you tuned in for 2 minutes at any point, you've seen Harrisburg collect the ball and keep it and choose their moments, where the Lancers just get a little desperate. As soon as we win the ball, we get excited, and you just have to have the discipline to connect a pass or two and get yours changed, because you've been on defense for a little bit. If you push it and lose it, now you're caught on, and fatigue can be a factor.
Yeah, that's just going to ask you about chasing that ball all over the place. Fatigue late in the game could open things up for Harrisburg.
Yeah, indoor has a way of burning you out. It's very unique. And so if you're not disciplined to check the time of your shifts, then you can really be feeling it later on, especially when you're playing back-to-back games, right? Tomorrow as well.
Baltimore comes to town, 7 p.m. kickoff. The Blast and the Lancers right here at the Dome Arena. One other game tonight in the MASL, St. Louis hosting Tacoma in MASL action. Timeout is over. Banahene will do the honors and get this back into play. Will Banahene, 25 years old, his third appearance of the season, 3 goals against on 19 saves. Quick chance here for the Lancers. Boughton, the pride of Buffalo. Looking for Rosano. Rosano was tripped up. Anthony Rosano leading the Lancers this season with 4 goals, 2 assists. We'll have the restart. Rosano and Boughton over this ball. Left there for Rosano. Through the mix in front, cleared away. Still a scramble in front. DePrima and Mayanga in a battle for this one. DePrima will get there first. Onto his right foot, shot. Good block there from Gerber. Francis all the way back to the center circle. Hundelt. Back to Banahene. Good quick touch from Francis. Lost the ball. Boughton and the Lancers have a chance to come forward. D'Amico. But Banahene is quick off his line. D'Amico swings on it, doesn't get a piece of the ball. And it's Meller. On the inner side, no one there but Jeremy Loncow, the 34-year-old out of Brighton High School. Jeremy Ortiz. Ortiz with 2 goals, 1 assist on this season. Gets it to Harling. Looking for Ortiz, loose ball. Misplayed by Banahene.
So it certainly looks like by the play of the Lancers that Doug got in their ear about more composure, keeping the ball, moving it around. And you see here, as soon as we get desperate and try to force a pass, it's an immediate counterattack.
Rieger to Ortiz. A revived Lancers bunch after that timeout. Dan Rieger, 21 years old, currently playing at Roberts Wesleyan College. They're one of the fine local players on this Rochester team. Deep into the corner, Eske. Headed by Mayanga. Forward looking for Boughton. Boughton can't battle through the traffic. Harling, the outdoor defender, turned forward in the indoor game, has a goal on the season. But it's Harrisburg coming the other way. De Oliveira across.
It's a dangerous ball. I like that look. No one was there on Harrisburg to connect with it.
Santana to Thompson. Thompson, 7th year in the MASL. Santana, good ball into the corner. Villela. Shot! And it's buried home by De Oliveira.
That's great communication. He called leave to his teammate who was about to strike it. And his teammate was able to play the screen, and well-placed ball, 2-0 Harrisburg.
No chance for Esposito. That one was driven into the side netting. 10:49. De Oliveira's 4th of the season. Villela will get the assist. And for Villela, his 3rd assist of the season. 2-0 now Harrisburg with the lead, 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Ortiz into the corner for D'Amico. It's a good ball. D'Amico settles, looks for options. Hundelt comes to take it away. But Ortiz is there again. He's all over the field in this first quarter. Still Ortiz. Just a little too much there as he'll backtrack and help up Marcel Berry, the 22-year-old rookie. There's Gibson. Georgia Gibson, 1 goal, 5 assists Low shot driven right at Esposito. Flick back into the arms of Banaheny. Thompson. Harrisburg in action again tomorrow at Utica, 7 p.m. Lancers host Baltimore at the same time. Gerber with a drive off the boards. Another chance blocked by Brahm. Escobar comes away with it. Francis, a little pickpocket there. Good work from Gerber. Now Rosano to Mayanga. He's got some space. Slows it up. Back to Ortiz.
So here with composure, the Lancers able to get 2 subs easily. Makes all the difference.
Oh, it's deflected in.
Redirection.
It's put on goal by Rafa Godoy. And I think it was Meller who may have gotten the last touch.
They're announcing Jeremy Ortiz got the goal.
Oh, let's see.
From our angle, it looked like a defender got the last touch on it, but
Here's Rafa. Oh, maybe Ortiz did get a piece of it. Tough to tell from that angle. All right, let's see Ortiz with the goal for J.O. His 3rd of the season. If it's changed, we'll let you know for Rafa. His 1st assist.
Jeremy working the crowd with the light up, glow in the dark ball giveaway.
12-16, time of the goal. Here's another look at it. What do you make of this one, Warrior?
Well, I think it's going on the stat sheet is Ortiz, but I do believe it last hit a Harrisburg defender.
Lancers cut the lead in half. Can they equalize? Late in the first quarter, Rosano is tripped, goes down, and a restart coming up here for the home side.
Zona went down like a grown-up baby, drawing the foul there a little bit to Santana's chagrin. Not that Santana has never embellished a bit of contact himself, so I am not a fan of embellishment.
Boughton, Loncow. Still Loncow. Mayanga. Santana was just sneaking, looking for that intercept. Couldn't get it, but does win the ball back and is obstructed by...
Tit for tat, Santana drew his own foul. Look at that.
Lancers bench does not like it.
Right back at Rosano.
I got to say Meller was the one who touched it. Look at his reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ortiz's foot was in the exact motion to where if he didn't touch it, he would have struck it, so it looked like he hit it, but I think you're right. Technically own goal, but looks like it'll go in column for Ortiz, perhaps.
Goes towards his bonus. What that is, I don't know.
Private jet. No more of this lowly first class flying in.
Lancers coming again. Rafa. Good hard tackle, but broken up there by Hundelt. There's Harling.
Ty dreads Hall giving chase to Harling.
Hall's first touch late in the first quarter. Villela. Put it all the way back now to Thompson. Brahm. Under Barry. Thud off the boards. Spinning away is Villela. Now to Thompson. Harrisburg starting that possession once again. Shot is deflected wide. Final minute of play in quarter number 1. Wide open in front. Oh, that should have been on frame. Marcel Berry missed an easy one.
Yeah, the Lancers, you do not want to end on giving up a goal. After you fought back to make it a 1-goal game. Getting a little sloppy here defensively.
Just packed in that shell. Gibson releases it to the outside, and it sneaks in under Esposito. And you can see Gibson setting up Matt Brahm to make it 3-1.
I'm not sure exactly how long everyone was on for the Lance, but I know a couple guys looking pretty tired after that defensive stand like we talked about. If you don't take care of your subs in possession, it can be gutting to try to fend off that attack for that long.
Gibson, his 6th assist of the season. He is so hard to defend with his back to the goal. everyone just caves in on him, and it opens up space all around, and we saw it there for Brahm, his first of the season, 14-27. Santana, Escobar, one late push here, deflected off the boards. Still in play. 10 seconds left. Far side. Good job there by Cunningham stopping Francis.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Cunningham in a bit.
All right, that'll end quarter number 1, I believe. Yes, okay. After 1 quarter of play, the Lancers trailing Harrisburg by a score of 3-1 for Rochester. It was Ortiz at 12-16.
Joe, they're bringing it back.
Oh, there's 2 seconds left.
Well, 3.5, Joe, get it right.
Oh, sorry.
And you got the 3-line rule, so this ball isn't going anywhere.
Okay.
Ortiz take 2 on the full court press. The little man in goal for Harrisburg does well.
The horn went too early before. Now it went too late. I think we're officially at the end of the first quarter. Yes, okay. All right, 3-1 the score. Harrisburg with the lead over the Rochester Lancers. Let's go down to the field level. Take a quick break here and check out the Rochester Lancer Dancers. Lancer Dancers in between the first and second quarter as we get ready for more MASL action. Don't forget, outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune in to Kick This. Every weekend, Soccer Sam discusses the ins and outs of all the MASL action. Find Kick This every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern on iHeartRadio. Kick This, the Soccer Sam Show. Well, you give up a goal with 27 seconds left. That is a tough one. Lancers were clawing their way back into this one. Now they've got more work to do as they come out with Boughton, D'Amico, Rosano, Mayanga, and Lancao. They'll go from left to right.
Yeah, Harrisburg just a little too dangerous to let them maintain possession to get that many opportunities in one series where they finally capitalized on it. So Lancers put themselves in indoor, 3-1. 2 goals is not an insurmountable deficit by any means. Goals come and runs. You just have to make sure we initiate the next one.
And they will have the kickoff to get it going in that direction. D'Amico will do the honors. Matt D'Amico, 24 years old. Pittsford Mendon High School, played at SUNY Geneseo. Has 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. Waiting for the official to bring us back from our national TV break. And here we go. Second quarter is underway. Lancers and the Heat. Banahede. Thompson. Crowd still filing in here. expecting just under 3,000 this evening. Good work there. Good hard work from Diego Mayanga. Springs it forward for D'Amico. Boughton quickly to Diego Mayanga, the 31-year-old.
Clean up this possession here.
Ortiz, the goal scorer. Wolanski doesn't get that ricochet where he wanted it. And Benahene plays it safe to Thompson. Pressure from Harling. Almost forces the giveaway, but it's Hundell to De Oliveira. Shot blocked there by Mayanga. Mayanga having a good game here early on. A lot of action for Diego. Benahene. Eske. De Prima. There's Gibson back to the goal, looking. Still looking. Doesn't try to turn too often, but lays it off after that crowd comes up and tries to defend.
Yeah, it's so effective. If you have a big target who can hold on to the ball and create space for runners, very dangerous.
Just camping at the top of the Lancers box is Gibson. Mayanga's got to be aware of it. And they'll go forward to Gibson. Good step forward from Mayanga to break it up. Ortiz couldn't get that one to sit, but a foul called behind the play. Rosano taken down once again. I guess when you have 4 goals, 2 assists on the season, you're a marked man, such as Mr. Rosano. Rosano, timeout, and that's a good move. Doug's got the drawing board ready to go. And while we have a break in the action, don't forget that the Rochester Lancers would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter, a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and the MASL 2. Last night in the MASL, Mesquite with a 7-2 win over Dallas. Let's look at your standings now. We'll look at the Eastern Conference first. Florida, 5-0. 5 straight wins. They'll be here next week.
Yeah, that's a wild start.
And you'll be somewhere else, my friend, next week.
I will be. I'll be back home. I have 4 soccer teams, and we are, excuse me. Yeah, so we have a state tournament, so I couldn't miss that. So I have little girls team, 10-year-olds. They're little killers. They're very competitive. Then I have a high school boys team in as well. And, yeah, we're trying to make a run for it, so I can't be here. So I'm going to pass the baton to the one, the only,
John Savaglia,
the soon-to-be labrum repaired.
John, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be up here getting a different view than standing on the field there and seeing what you guys do.
You're going to be filling in for the Mohican Warrior. Big shoes and big hair to fill in for.
Absolutely. I don't know if my hair is going to be able to grow that fast by next weekend, but
to get to where Joe's is, right. Not as easy as it looks.
After that restart and that timeout, no go for the Lancers. Play was broken up. Rosano and Gerber will restart for Rochester. Gerber's shot is blocked. Esposito way out of his goal, and a good ball forward deep into the corner. Gary Boughton. Ortiz call for the foul as Benahene slow to get up. That is not an easy man to hurt. He's not nicknamed Will the Wall for nothing. I tell you, he is solid.
Yeah. When you fill out a goalie jersey like that, not playing games.
Jesus Molina is the backup. And speaking of goalies who are injured, John, how you doing? Give us an update.
I'm doing well. Unfortunate injury that happened last home game here. I'm going to be out for the rest of the season. I have to have a little shoulder surgery, but hopefully come back, stronger and ready for next season.
Well, you look great in this short stint to start the year.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Very exciting play. And
how soon can you get back to any kind of training? Running or So I imagine you could do that before you work the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm going to be in a sling for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then it depends on my rehab schedule and what the doctors have to say.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Wish
it.
you the best.
We had a
Appreciate it.
chance to talk just before the game. He said, this is the second best thing to playing coming up here commentating. So let's enjoy it and have some fun next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the consolation prize being in the booth.
Villela. Barry back to the action. Lancers trailing 3-1, 11:59 left in the second quarter.
Ty Hall trying to put his dreads to work and score a header goal. I'm going to be honest, that guy needs to cut about 6 feet of his dreads, Joe. I don't think he's cut it since I was rooming with him 3 years ago.
Ty Hall, the 30-year-old, 2 goals on the season. Harrisburg having a little trouble here. It's much more pressure coming from the Lancers. Putting the Heat under some stress.
Yeah, but they could almost pay for it there.
Yeah.
Once pressure is broken, it was a 3v2. Harrisburg unable to capitalize on the runner far post.
That's the other edge of the sword, isn't it?
Yeah, but the Lancers have shown better success, I believe, when they do press overall.
Loose ball deflected. Rieger quick. Clear that one. And Harrisburg coming back again. De Oliveira, Francis. Great breakup by Rieger.
Yeah, great effort by Harrisburg.
Escobar. Rieger again steps in.
Another good tackle.
Got to be proud of your fellow Roberts Wesleyan player.
Absolutely. Seeing Dan in Lancers jersey as well as seeing him in Roberts jersey, he's really improved as a player over the past couple of years. And I got to say, I love having him in front of me. Gives me more confidence.
He has shown well.
Yeah, those are a great block and an excellent tackle there.
10:40 left in the second quarter. 3-1. Harrisburg with the lead. Mayanga. Still Mayanga. D'Amico. Rosano tees it up. No, doesn't have the shot. Plays it safe to Boughton. Lancers with possession now, looking good. Mayanga. Oh, that would have been a beauty off the head of Di Lorenzo.
Wow.
Corner kick for the Lancers.
Yeah, Mayanga shooting it there. It was bending right. It was well struck, but just outside the frame.
Corner kick. Rosano played it to J.O.'s left. He wanted it on the right. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, that's a detail you got to take care of. If that's on Jeremy's right foot, he's putting that on frame.
At least, right? At the minimum. Mayanga gets the header before
Ortiz
Santana.
with his futsal experience, fantastic indoor player, man. I have so much respect for his all-around game.
Fan favorite since the early days with the Lancers, Jeremy Ortiz.
Jeremy O'Cheese.
Francis with a rocket that's up and into the netting. Don Francis having a great season. The Englishman with 10 goals, 1 assist. Just signed, check this out, 5-year contract extension to stay with Harrisburg. That is the longest.
5-year extension.
Yes.
That's longer than Ty Hall has had his extensions. Oh, boy, I'm paying for that, Joe.
Oh, what a save. And D'Amico slamming one into the wall.
Please don't let Ty find me alone in the parking lot.
I'll be honest, I've never heard of a 5-year contract extension in the MASL.
Nor have I.
Maybe the first. Congratulations, if so. Brom with space across. Rosano. Esposito's got to be quick to use his feet there.
Eager to engage his goalkeeper.
Wake up. We're coming. Can hear Doug Miller screaming from here. I think it's safe to say, John, that he's a pretty intense young gentleman, isn't he?
He is a very vocal coach, and us as a team, we actually enjoy it. We love it. It gets us going when we're down, and he's a coach right now, but he's always going to be a player at heart.
He is the living legend, Doug Miller. And a good diving save there from Christian Esposito. Looks, delivers downfield. No one there but De Oliveira. Esposito, far side for J.O. De Oliveira streaking forward, comes away with it for Hall. The ball across. And Eske can't get that one to settle. He's driving Ortiz into the boards. Easy call there for the official.
Ortiz making a case for a potential blue card. I can see where he's coming from. He got hammered into the boards pretty good.
Ortiz is able to bounce back, knock that one off of Barry into the crowd. Restart coming up for the Lancers. 8:26 in a quick-moving second quarter. Good pace to this one.
Yeah, very few stoppages compared to the first.
And it's Harling called for the foul. Alex Harling, the 28-year-old, another Roberts Wesleyan graduate. Harling with 1 goal in 4 games played this year.
Yes, sir. Another good thing about Harling is we actually played high school ball together as well.
Where'd you attend?
Rush Henrietta, so local arena here, and we're happy to represent them as well.
Oh, wow, yeah, it's your neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Gerber and Gibson collide.
It's
Gibson
Gerber,
takes
baby.
the ball back to himself off the boards, deflected away by Rieger. So that one hit the netting.
Oh, Gerber down, holding his ankle. That does not look good. He looks like he's in some pretty agonizing pain by his reaction.
Gerber and Gibson, a couple of hard tackles as Lancers trainers and medical staff, and you can hear him screaming from up here.
Yeah, that is not good.
Let's hope he gets settled in and it's nothing too serious here. Austin Gerber, the 26-year-old, making his 5th appearance of the season, down in the far corner.
Yeah, by that screaming, that did not sound reassuring.
The first one was just a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge with Gibson, and I believe they went in 50-50 after that. And at that point,
I missed
Gerber
it. I
went
followed
down.
the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't see the contact.
Dave DePasquale, Kyle Mansick, the Lancers medical staff taking a look at Austin Gerber. It's his right ankle they're looking at. Again, hopefully nothing.
Yeah, he's holding it
serious.
just above his ankle.
Oh, the injury bug has definitely hit the club. John, you're out with the upper body injury.
John's such a leader that way. Whatever he does, people just tend to follow. And
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
let's get you pointed in a healthier direction and see how that pans out.
Exactly. It's a long season ahead of us here, and I hope Austin Gerber here is okay to continue going this season. And
they've got him sitting up. That's a good sign. We'll see if they're. It's like Doug Miller calling for some players to come over and help assist getting Austin up and off the field.
The human gurney, the centipede gurney. This is not ideal. Unable to walk off under his own strength. Disconcerting.
Thoughts and prayers your way, my friend. Hopefully nothing too serious for Mr. Gerber. We've got 7:40 left here in this second quarter. A nasty injury suffered by Austin Gerber after the contact with J.J. Gibson. All right, so let's hope it's nothing too serious. We wish him the best. We are at 3-1 in the second quarter.
Boy, this couple is slow on the kiss cam.
Oh, you just noticed. You just noticed.
4 minutes later, she's like, nah, I'm going to keep kissing my beer.
they were ready to go. They pulled the camera off of them.
No, I mean, I do believe there's a running clock. They served a whole blue card penalty on that.
I was watching a hockey game maybe a year ago where they had the kiss cam. Young man and a young lady. Gentleman holds up a piece of paper with an arrow. My sister.
Oh, no.
It was great.
That's awesome.
All right, Gerber is in the dressing room. Hopefully nothing too serious. We'll get you an update as soon as we can on Austin Gerber The timeout is taken there as well for the official timeout. And the Lancers will be defending
I think
Harrisburg corner kick.
I think we're waiting on half our team to show up back up from the locker room here after.
Yeah, we got Frisbees on the field as well. Get some of those picked up. Well, it was a fast-moving second quarter until Austin Gerber suffered that what appears to be pretty severe injury. See if the pace can pick up once again.
Yeah, hoping for a sprain of some sort, but say that looks optimistic at this point.
DePrima waits for the whistle. Corner kick on the far side, back underway. Taken away by Ortiz. Mayanga and the hustle. Thompson gets there first to Banaheni.
Boy, Thompson has great speed. Diego's not slow, and he was able to outpace him there.
Midway through quarter number 2. Lancers pinned in their own half. Thompson gets it to the veteran, Nelson Santana. Thompson onto the left. The shot almost poked home there by Francis. Looking for his 11th of the season. Here's Cunningham. Villela. Back to Santana. Santana leaves it. Brom. Harling, is he onto something here? Nope. Meller gets there first.
Breaks up the pass, but I'm able to recover it.
Hall. Good backtracking there from Harling. Gets it to Mayanga. Have to be creative here, 1v2.
Yeah, and those transitions, Rochester really has to find a way to keep that ball. So now we're stuck on Diego dragging a bit. It's a long defensive shift for him.
And you mentioned the position of the bench here, doing them no favors as well. Gibson, nice layoff. Oh, that is way off the mark.
Yeah, as you alluded to, Joe, every quarter you switch ends. So that means when you sub, you are farther from your bench one quarter, closer the next. So right now, if Harrisburg is possessing it in Rochester's defensive end, the Lancers have a longer distance to go sub, and it's harder to find that quick sub.
DiLorenzo battling with Escobar, and they're going to call foul on DiLorenzo.
That's probably biased against the large headband. I think if his wasn't 8 to 10 inches wide, they would have let it go.
So 6 inches would have been okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ideal.
Thank you. That'll be in our MASL news and notes this week.
Looks like a head bandage.
Peter DiLorenzo, 25-year-old, his first appearance of the season with the Lancers. Another Lancer player down. This time it's Gary Boughton, the veteran.
Yeah, he's so old to be playing soccer at his age.
30 years old.
And one of the oldest on the team, which is a rare in the MASL.
Hustling back was D'Amico.
Oh, the chop volley from De Oliveira. High over the goal. Lancers restart.
High, lofted ball deep down the field, headed away by Harrisburg. Wolanski, Rafa, Godoy. You can tee it up.
Yeah,
Sides
getting a
on the
little
pass
impatient there
instead.
to tee it up.
Ortiz, toe poke, I like it. Another one.
Oh,
Off
back
the
door.
boards.
Godoy could have been one step closer to the back post. That's a tap in. Classic indoor goal for those low far post shots. No offsides in indoor, of course, so you can wait there and frame the goal.
And John, as a keeper, defending shots like that has to be just a nightmare.
Those are the ones that catch you off guard. You think they're going to take another step, and all of a sudden that toe poke comes and you're out of position. You pray that it hits one of your defenders or off the post.
DePrima streaking down the far side. Shot, oh, it's poked in by Gibson.
Wow.
That's a well-taken goal.
That is a cheeky goal.
Maybe off balance, but still able to get just enough of it to redirect it home.
Yeah, just gets it with his back leg, behind his front leg. Just cheeky little redirection there. Yeah, he's turning his body, and perhaps that knee brace was slowing his dexterity, so he had to give it a little hop. A little bit of that back foot redirection because he couldn't quite turn his body to frame it in time.
It's his second of the year, 10:43 time of the goal. Well taken. What can you say? Got to give him credit there. I know Elliott hates to give credit to the opposing team, but
yeah, they're a bunch of weirdos. You know, bunch of punks. Type of guys who would TP a whole neighborhood and not even feel bad about it, Joe.
There was a little hesitation in that call. Villela went down as he and Loncao
He went down like
got tangled up.
like a soft ton of bricks.
Lancers were still able to get the shot away as the bricks were hitting the deck. 4-1 Harrisburg leads. There's Meller. Francis. Back to DePrima. Villela. Still Villela with it. Blasted there off the foot of De Oliveira.
Yeah, good effort, just wide.
Good block from Loncao on the shot from Meller. Francis, watch out. He's got a thud. That's off the head of Mayanga, and I felt that from here.
Yeah. You want to limit those in an ideal world.
The bicycle kick from Santana. You knew he was going for it.
Santana, man.
You knew he was doing it.
Hey, he's blue collar, but he's cheeky and technical as well. Flicks it up to himself for the volley. Still got it after all these years.
Totally by design, that first touch.
Yeah, that was awesome.
2:57 left.
Appreciate the lack of finding the target as well.
Yes.
As an unbiased Lancers announcer.
Lancers home again tomorrow against Baltimore, 7 p.m. right here at the Dome Arena. Visit ourlancers.com for tickets and more information.
Now it's a Harrisburg player down. Did you see it, Joe?
I did not, my friend.
Gosh, holding his head.
This second quarter has just come to a halt with injuries. It's
Yeah.
Bram, the 25-year-old from France, who is down.
I've had my fair share of head trauma, which is actually why I no longer play. So whenever I see concussions, it makes me very uncomfortable. You want to give it ample time, because there were times where I'd received a concussion. The last one I got playing for the Tacoma Stars, I didn't realize I was concussed. They checked me out, and I convinced them I was okay and played for 3 more weeks.
Ouch.
And just did a lot of damage in that time.
We'll see if Bram does continue to the field. Harrisburg does have a trainer here.
Man, I'd like to see him stay out, and not just this game. You got to get checked out because...
And here's the best part. He's got a head injury. He's coming off, and they're tapping him on the head.
Yeah.
That trainer's going to take a good close look at Bram.
No one accuse these jocks of being overly intellectual. Try to knock some sense back into him, maybe.
Ty Hall with the speed coming forward. Escobar. Good save from Esposito.
Well done.
Came out, made himself big.
That is a big save. Really bailed the Lancers out there. Ty Hall, explosive change of pace. He trains a lot. Not just soccer technically, but he is very much a fit, explosive athlete, as he showed there, and had a cheeky attempt at an assist.
Here's Di Lorenzo. Ortiz. A little too much of a nudge there from Hundelt. The Lancers a restart. Rieger. Loncao.
Gibson took a tumble there. When you're that big of a body, you do not get the benefit of the doubt.
That's off of Rieger, back to Ortiz. Takes a look around, no one there, but Esposito. Rosano. Ortiz back to the goal. Rosano, goal! D'Amico!
We have two Lancers celebrating, Joe.
Second of the year for D'Amico.
Hey, Lorenzo thought it was his. Or Rosano, I'm sorry. I still call him Lorenzo because Boom Boom called him Lorenzo all last year.
Great time for a goal.
2-for-1 celebration. Hey, I'm into that. And Ortiz had the second assist. He set that play up. Let's give him a celebration as well.
D'Amico's second, Rosano's third assist. Lancers at 13-31, now trailing by 2.
To be fair, Rosano might have been celebrating his assist. I don't want to slander the man publicly.
We'll find out. We'll get the official word after the game.
So I would never want to poke fun of someone who couldn't defend himself.
There's Rafa, good challenge along the boards.
Boy, he is a scrappy one, man. Very active, quick player.
Final minute in the second quarter. Is there more for the Lancers here? Diego Mayanga. No trouble there for Benaheni. And Alex Harling, former outdoor teammates with the Lancers, collide.
I didn't see it directly, but I thought it might have been unintentional from Harling, but coming from behind, Will just felt the contact and took issue with it. The referee was very quick to respond, maybe learning from the Harrisburg Utica incident the other day.
Battle along the boards. Harling comes away with it. Off the hand of Santana. Dangerous restart here.
Incomplete pass for Santana.
33 seconds. And the Lancers with a great opportunity to set something up from their bag of tricks. The veterans are out there. Rosano, Boughton, Cunningham, Ortiz. It's Rosano. Cunningham shot. Good save. Loose ball still. Oh, a great little chip from Boughton.
Boy, a header
he
saved it off the line. Oh, it would have been nice. Cap to the quarter if the Lancers can bring it within one.
Great composure from Gary Boughton there. So many people have just take that quick little poke. He just stopped for a split second, saw the keeper was down, and able to get it past the defender covering the goal line. 10 seconds left. Wolanski, Cunningham.
Oh, my goodness.
And that one will bring half number one to a close. Lancers
Good
trailing
effort
Harrisburg.
at the end.
4-2. There has definitely been pockets of good soccer from Rochester, who now trail by 4-2 after 2 quarters of play. As we will go down to the field, and Soccer Sam, I assume, will be doing the honors with Ashley.
Without Ashley.
Tonight. Without Ashley.
With Ashley. Yeah. With Ashley
Not
gone.
in attendance, with Ashley gone. Soccer Sam, take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Rocky. You know, there's one player right now on his way to the hospital, Austin Gerber. Hurt his leg pretty bad. We hope he's going to be okay. But another player that's here tonight that didn't play, his name is Sean Hantes. He wears number 5. Let's hear it for Sean. Sean got married. When did you get married now?
Friday.
So this past Friday, right? You got married. That was the Friday night that I was sitting home with my wife watching TV because we didn't get invited to this wedding. Doug Miller didn't get invited. I didn't get invited. And guess who's not playing tonight, buddy? Well, honestly, congratulations. I know you couldn't make practice this week because of the wedding, but congratulations. Tell me about the bride.
Beautiful.
How did you meet her?
The Lord made it happen.
And her name is?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, that's beautiful. Well, Sean Hantes, you know you're one of my favorite players. A lot of Eastridge alumni roots in the family with the mom and
The Maru brothers, right?
That's right, the famous Maru brothers. Thank you, Sean, and best of luck with the marriage. And we'll see you next week, hopefully here at the field, or tomorrow night. I'm saying tomorrow night. 10-time champions, the Baltimore Blast, tomorrow night. You got your whole family here. Hey, you should have brought the wedding party. We would have sold out the place. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time.
Thank you so much.
Sean Hantes, number 5 for your Lancers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the world-famous Lancer dances.
Thanks to Soccer Sam for the halftime festivities here at the score is Harrisburg 4, Rochester 2. Joe Giuliano along with John Savaglia on the halftime show. John, your thoughts so far on the first 2 quarters of play?
I think it was a very good, solid first 2 quarters for the Rochester Lancers. You get used to seeing a team so much, considering we've played them now 4 times in the past 3 weeks, and then we'll see them again 2 times in the following next 2 weeks. I think we came out more physical than we have in the past couple games, and I think it shocked Harrisburg a little bit. I think we're a team that, we may not all be a bunch of indoor players, but we're going to give you a run for your money.
Speaking of young players who are new to this indoor game, as we look at some highlights, Sam and Doug have said it's a process to learn this game. All of you guys come from the outdoor game. How is that transition?
Right now, it's getting a lot better than what it was when we first started. A lot of us have played indoor soccer, but not at this level. We've played kick-around indoor soccer when we were younger, as well as off-season indoor soccer. Transition it's like learning a completely different game. And a lot of the players that have had experience in M2 last year have really taken a lot of us that have never had experience in the game under their wing and have shown us the direction to go, as well as Coach Miller.
How about you as a keeper? We kind of talked about it during the broadcast here in the second quarter. When you play goal, shot goes wide, okay, it's out of bounds, goal kick. This is another world.
Exactly, and it's something that I've had to, readjust myself. I've spent a lot of time rewatching indoor games as well as watching other indoor keepers. And outdoor, you make a save, ball goes wide, you get a little bit of a break, you get to relax, you get to tell your players where you want to go. Unfortunately, in here, you make a save, it goes wide, hits the boards, it's back in, you're back up trying to make that second save. And sometimes you might not get that rest, so it's a little bit more stamina, a little bit more physicality.
And how about physically? Any updates for the fans out there? I know you and Elliot talked about it, but give us an update again.
So, unfortunately, I won't be back this season. I got to have surgery on my shoulder. I'll be in a sling for about 3 to 4 weeks. doing a lot of rehab after that, trying to come back stronger for future seasons. And right now I'll be up here with you guys, watching the game from a different viewpoint, and I'm excited for that as well.
When you're not playing goal for the Lancers, not broadcasting matches, where do we find John Savaglia?
Well, that's a good question. I grew up from a fishing family, so I would love to spend as much time on the water as I can. Ice fishing, in a boat, offshore. That's anywhere near a reservoir, lake, you're going to find me. That's
How about career-wise?
Career-wise, so right now I work for Monroe County Probation. I'm trying to become a probation officer and work my way up through there and try and give back to the community that gave me so much, especially with soccer.
Well, don't tell anyone I said this, but Elliot Fauski, the Mohican Warrior, if you're working probation, you may cross his path.
So yeah, keep an eye out for him, huh?
Keep it a secret.
Absolutely. My lips are sealed.
You come from a great sports family. The name Savaglia, very familiar to hockey fans here in Rochester.
Yes, sir. My cousin Peter Savaglia played for the Rochester Americans, as well as had a few goes with the Buffalo Sabres. So to be able to carry on that Savaglia name for another professional sport here in Rochester, it just means a lot.
You started off great. We were excited to see you in, and unfortunately, the injury bug struck early for you. And again, we're seeing it tonight. Hopefully for Austin, nothing too serious.
I know, and I had a good Christmas break with my grandparents, and my grandfather's been joking with me. He says it takes him a lot longer to tell the story of how I got injured than I did playing on the field. Which is true, but I hope Gerber comes back and is healthy. It's not too serious. It's a long season, and for him to go down like that, something has to be wrong. He's one of the toughest, if not the toughest guys on our team.
He is a first-class gentleman. Hopefully it is nothing too serious as we are at the half here now. 4-2, the Lancers trailing Harrisburg. Here's a look at some of the action. They're saying Ortiz got it. That may have been deflected, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's a Lancers goal.
Doesn't matter how it goes in, how ugly it is, how beautiful it is. A goal is a goal, and that will build momentum for us.
Harrisburg playing one deep into the corner, and it's De Oliveira. Now, that's a tough shot. You've got to come from your left back to your right as a keeper. That's going to be a difficult one to look at.
It definitely is, and that comes back to playing an indoor game. You see Harrisburg does a really, really good job of getting that ball deep and using the boards. And if you've watched any of their games, they've done that a lot against us. And as a keeper, you're moving to try and protect that near post. Hits the boards, comes right back out, somebody running onto it. It's a tough shot. That's a great shot right there, great finish by them.
Good goal there from Harrisburg. They've taken a 4-2 lead after 2 quarters of play. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network. Down to the field, Soccer Sam and the Mohican Warrior.
Bowling for dollars. Can we do that?
Rio bowling for dollars, as Rio as it gets. We have somebody coming up to the stage.
Wait, now, we got our first contestant. Come on over here, sir. We're going to get on this red line right here. Now, you look good, man. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Your name is?
DJ.
DJ Bella?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Look it, this is beautiful. We're going to do real bowling for dollars. Those of you that remember bowling for dollars, Ron DeFrance was the PA announcer for the original Lancers. He was the host of Bowling for Dollars. Now we have real bowling for dollars. And our first contestant ever is DJ Vela. Let's hear it for DJ. DJ, we don't mess around. Hopefully Kayla's not listening. The winner here, you get a trip to the Bahamas. Then after that, we're going to send you to Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after that, we might send you to L.A., right? You want to do L.A.? Where else do you want to bring?
That's West Coast, and then you jump up north to the Emerald City in the Great Northwest.
Yes. So all you got to do, DJ, from this red mark right here, is you got to get a strike. It's pretty easy. I've been doing it all day, been testing it, and you get the real ball. Elliot, tell me about this real ball, why you think this is unfair because this ball's too easy.
Yeah, it's an unfair advantage. You get better faster. I used it when I was in Brazil. It's a Brazilian training ball, and it's made available in the U.S. for the first time. You can get it at the merch table. It is discounted 45%. Thanks to Soccer Sam's generosity. He's really on a good one today. So your generosity to DJ potentially, and generosity to everyone for the Rio ball. Game on.
I see you have a little issue there. So we're going to put it right here. Yeah. And again, to get this, we're calling it a $500,000 giveaway. All you have to do is to kick the ball and get a strike. $500,000 vacation. Only here at the Ide Family Field could a contestant, a healthy contestant, win a $500,000 trip. Let's do it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
So can I use my cane? Because I just had knee surgery a while ago, so I got to use my cane.
All right, you can use your cane. I don't know if that's going to be fair. We got to check with the judges.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Real bowling for dollars. Let's hear it for DJ Vela. He's going to do his cane. Somebody grab him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness he missed. Oh, thank goodness he missed. You get 2 shots, though. You get 2 shots. All right. It's real bowling for dollars. You know what we're going to do next week? Real bocces. All right?
Bocce ball, baby. Let's go.
Wait.
See, bocce's my sport. Like, I should be doing bocce.
Well, then you won't get the prize. You better do it the right way. Go ahead. I'll hold you up. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's going wide. It went wide. Thank you so much, DJ Vela. Our next contestant is an international soccer star. He plays in England. He just got traded to Duncan Dom's home country, Portugal. Garrett Delves, come on over here. Look at David Beckham. He looks like David Beckham. Garrett, welcome.
I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. I mean, I just love the indoor. I mean, the physicality, it's amazing.
It's a great sport. Garrett was a Lancer player, went to Eastridge High School, played for the Eastridge Lancers, came here and played for the Lancers, and then he got an opportunity to go where?
To England and play for Watford Academy.
Watford Academy, one of the greatest soccer clubs in the country. And recently, you are going to one of the greatest countries in the world that the Ribeiros and the Vieiras love that country.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to Portugal January 12th to play for a team called Victoria in the Premier Division.
Victoria, let's hear it for him. Started off playing high school in Rochester, played in England, now going to Victoria in Portugal. That is a success story. You have a chance to win here. Hold on, Elliot. He's a professional soccer player, dude. I mean, we can't give him that prize.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he probably already has a $500,000 sitting in the bank from his signing bonus. But I was really impressed with how well he's picked up English since he's been here.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Can you kick in those shoes? He's seriously disadvantaged.
Well, all right.
I think I'd rather use a cane.
So listen, if you get this in, we are going to get you a free dry basement from Never Wet Basements. All right, I know a guy. So go ahead. You get 2 shots to get a strike. It's not easy. I've been trying it. Garrett Delves, international soccer player. Oh, I like it. He's got a spare. Let's see what we got here. You know, you're supposed to only have 10 pins. We got like 15 of them. Just wide, just wide. Let's hear it for Garrett Delves and wish him the best of luck in Portugal. Thank you so much, Garrett. Thank you so much. Wait, I need Rock and Soul Fitness, though. Where's Rock and Soul? Rock and Soul Fitness is here. Melina, thanks for being here. Tell me about Rock and Soul. You got a new bike thing going on? What's going on with that?
Yes, so I'm from Rock and Soul Fitness in Webster, New York.
All right, we'll give Soccer Sam a break, and let's recap your scoring from half number 1. First quarter at 1:51, Santana gave Harrisburg a 1-0 lead from Hundelt. 10:49, De Oliveira got his 4th of the season from Villela. Then the Lancers got on the board at 12:16, Ortiz from Godoy. And then it was Brom to make it 3-1 from Gibson at 14:27. Moved to the second quarter, and it was a first half that was very quick moving. Then the injuries, then the goals came, and it was a sluggish second part of that quarter. But at 10:43, Gibson, the cheeky little goal, his second of the year from DePrima, and then
Hey y'all, let me show you the absolute best training tool that I've ever experienced. It's called Rio Ball. I discovered Rio Ball while training with a professional team in Brazil. I had a ton of fun and my touch had never been so sharp. This spring, be the first to find your Rio Ball advantage. Sign up at rioball.com today and receive 20% off your first order.
the Ontario Fury. He was welcomed to Ontario's Toyota Arena with open arms and he had a 5-goal outing in the Furies' home opener victory. Then another 5-goal effort the next weekend at home. Frank Teyu, the MASL Player of the Week. And you are watching Lancers Soccer on MASL TV. Catch every game each week on the league's official streaming home, MASL.tv. All right, John. Third quarter about to begin. What's Doug Miller tell the boys in the dressing room?
First 5 minutes is going to be probably the most important time of this game. It's going to really set the momentum. It's going to set the pace for the Lancers as well as the Harrisburg Heat. I think the Lancers come out physical, dump balls in, get balls on net. They're going to have a lot of confidence going into the rest of this game.
All right, 4-2. By no means are they out of this one. This indoor game can change as quick as you know what. And the quick restart underway, third quarter. It's Harrisburg with the kickoff, and this one goes up and into the crowd. We're joined by the Mohican Warrior, and busy man there at halftime, my friend.
Yeah, the Mohican Warrior doesn't play games. Not when he's speaking in the third person, Joe.
Welcome back, buddy. Lancers trailing 4-2. Third quarter underway. Lancao to Mayanga. Lancao. He's got J.O. if he wants him. Holds it instead. Mayanga tries the quick one-timer. Can't get it on frame. Forced back by Hall. Far side for Rosano. Good ball by Ortiz. D'Amico, the side winding shot. Just a little too high.
Trying to match Santana's cheeky. Little tit for tat.
Tough one to get to come back down as he had a good piece of it. Played back to Benahene. Brahm is back after that scare with the head injury. Vilela. Brahm into the corner for Thompson. That was a tough transition music-wise. Not sure if you heard that. Gibson.
Yeah, keeping people on their toes. Just huge emotional swings to the change of music.
Brahm, the shot, way off the mark.
Boy, dodging a bullet. The Lancers left him wide open.
Was.
He roped it, just not on frame. Might have been partially blocked.
Maybe concussed. Could be.
DJ Keogh on the ones and twos.
The master.
Sporting his own dyed mohawk.
Do I see a spike coming up in the near future? Oh, what a hard tackle. As it was Wolanski who withstood the challenge from William Eske. There's a look at the chance from D'Amico. Just in a little too tight before it get that one to come down. There's Meller. Plays it back to the wall. Escobar. DePrima. DePrima, the veteran, also played outdoors with the Harrisburg City Islanders. Here's Hundelt.
Two Lancers giving chase.
Pressure wins
Force a turnover. And an opportunity blocked by Harrisburg. Bonaheny decisively grabs that out of the air.
De Oliveira. Santana. Just so calm and cool with the ball. Deflected. Good save from Esposito. Had to be aware there. Flicked down by D'Amico. Rosano. Top of the arc. Rieger tees it up. No go. De Oliveira blocks it. Back and forth here. Who will settle it down? De Oliveira. Quick shot. Off the boards.
So the Lancers are struggling to find a true indoor target. Without the experience, that's a big thing. Esposito laid a nice ball the length of the field up the middle, and no one was there to receive it. We really got to be looking for that if you want more opportunities for your target to hold it for runners.
Looks like they're trying to make Harling into that man. That target player up top is De Oliveira. Now has it on the near side. Hall. Back to Brom. Hundelt. Hall battles in the corner, wins it back for the Heat. Knocked off the ball. They're going to call a trip on Rieger, and Mohican does not like it. The Warriors.
He does look like he's in a bit of pain, but I thought that was mostly ball. Got him a little bit on the follow-through.
I thought it was good.
I'll check in with Ty later.
Let's check in with Steve Montanino.
Oh, and he looks healed. Come on. It's on.
Can we call Montanino?
Oh, now he's limping. I'm sorry. I take it back. Such a jerk.
Great camera work. Varsity Media on the call with the production tonight. Joel and the entire crew. Awesome, awesome job.
It's a good hold right there by Esposito. Give up a rebound there. You got 2 on 0 for wide open net.
So much to see. Players barreling in at you. Ball coming at 100 miles an hour.
All while Baby Shark is playing. The adrenaline is unreal.
Absolutely.
Have fun, John. Enjoy it.
Takes a special person to
Yeah,
step
it
in between
does.
the pipes.
Oh, another
not
player
again.
down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's all right.
It's a frustration injury.
He's
We've
up and
had a
running.
few emotional injuries tonight. Get the sad gurney out.
I love it.
I'm an equal opportunity criticizer for embellishment, man. It's got to pop up and fight through that junk.
Emotional injuries. Wait, what was it? Was that the word, emotional injuries?
Yeah.
I'm going to use that with my young players. Perfect.
Get the whiny gurney.
Ortiz, or it's Godoy, couldn't get the
Godoy.
shot.
Ooh.
Little flick from Di Lorenzo. Cheeky little touch from the big man. And Rafa's going to just blow a gasket here.
Yeah, expressing his frustration.
And a little shove from Dom Francis.
Yeah, Godoy getting mouthy over there. It's heating up. See if that spills over into physical play.
I don't think anything will compare to our days against the Detroit Waza Flow with the Scablunas.
Yeah, the Spaglona brothers, man. We had some red card action going against them. That was a pretty good rivalry.
It was fun.
Good relationship off the field. Hot and heavy on the field.
The Bascunas were very intense.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 Scalona brothers are big competitors, players, coaches, owners. Just wear a lot of hats.
Legends in the Detroit soccer game, no doubt about that.
And break dancers. I mean,
yes.
If you look up the Scalona name, they are just really well known.
8:47 left in the third quarter. Harrisburg 4, Rochester 2.
Yeah, Dom Spiclana is really creative. He does music videos and his own personal training. He's a very inspirational guy.
De Oliveira with it now. On the near side, it's SK. Good old memories of the Lancers and Waza Flow. A good shot there from SK at 8:18 remaining in the third quarter. Lancers still trailing 4-2. Austin Gerber, last we heard, was on his way to the hospital.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I guess I'm not surprised. We had that hunch, but nonetheless,
When you
just
hear the
disheartening.
scream from across the
Oh,
arena.
yeah. He was in agony, man. And the way he went down and held it immediately, with no response whatsoever.
Hang in there, buddy. We're all thinking of you, and hopefully be back before you know it, Mr. Gerber.
Sam's going to have to invest in some bubble wrap for us. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Michelin. Little Lancer Blue Michelin.
Exactly.
See a couple Harrisburg man tights out there. Maybe we should invest in some of those. Just a little extra security.
I think Doug would make us run boards for that one.
Yeah, but it can really resist against certain owies, turf owies.
Oh, what a goal!
Wow, what a play.
That is a brilliant play.
Gorgeous.
And that is a well-deserved goal for Diego Mayanga. Rosado, what patience.
Wow. What was I saying about someone who would hold the ball up?
Yes, my friend. Look at that. Oh, what a goal.
That is so well played by the both of them.
That's an important goal, too, coming at the TV.
Yeah,
break
it comes
here.
at a big crossroads in the game. Mayanga from Rosano, awesome.
And that's one thing,
4-3.
That's one thing Coach Miller really gives us in the halftime speech is get to that first TV timeout, that first break. Either tied 0-0, up a goal, or down 1 goal. Don't let it get too out of hand. And that one right there.
Yeah, he breaks the game down into sections, right?
Yeah.
So it's real focused. So now within a goal, the Lancers with momentum.
It's Mayanga's first of the season, Rosano's 4th assist of the year, 2nd of the night. Defensively, Diego has been absolutely outstanding, and now tops it off with a goal at the other end. Well-deserved for Diego, the 31-year-old who played at Ulster Community College and Bloomfield College, came into the game with 2 assists, and now he's got a great goal to go along with it, as Harrisburg can feel Rochester knocking on the door.
Fairly modest crowd on the flex cam. Here are the Young Bucks, famous on film. Dad comes in and he clipses them with a beverage.
Dad's got to show the boys how to do it. All right, kickoff is off the top of the glass and into the netting. So Pat Healy has got his Harrisburg Heat up against the ropes here. We'll see how they bounce back. They've really comfortably handled the Lancers in these early season matchups, but Rochester, again, as we talked about at the Open, closing the gap, and they're down by just 1. Can they get level here? If they do, this arena may explode. The roof may come off of this one. Crowd getting into it, music getting pumped. And Hall.
We have a referees conference here.
That's just a warning, not a penalty.
Was that delay a game warning? They're a lot more lenient than they used to be. It used to be if you touch that ball at
Like
all.
a hawk. Yep.
Oh man, yeah.
Like a hawk.
And also if you crowded the ball when they said to give the distance on a restart. Oh, now we're getting the Macarena. Joe, I got Baby Shark and Macarena in the same game. I'm losing it. This is amazing. It's not even
DJ
New
KO.
Year's yet.
Even DJ KO's feeling it. Boughton is tripped up, no call. Crowd wants it.
Doesn't like it.
Francis is dangerous on these streaking runs. And a cannon finds the back of the net. 11th of the year for Dom Francis.
Man, not a guy you want to let get free and drill an open shot. Really well-placed ball, well struck.
And in my opinion, the Lancers have done a really good job of keeping them quiet
Yeah.
tonight.
Knock on wood,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Last time we played him at home, right?
He is a player that you do not want to get hot. When he gets hot, it seems like everything he puts on net finds the back of the net.
8:22 time with a bomb from Francis, his 11th of the season. Yeah, Judd, I do agree 100%. They've done a nice job keeping him in check.
Ortiz selflessly taking time out of his shift to coach the referee passionately on what calls should be made. What a guy. You know, more referees wish players would let them know how to call the game.
Oh, sure, without a doubt. Very
Respect
helpful,
a guy who
sure.
can take the initiative and learn them something good.
Harrisburg has marched back to take a 2-goal lead. Just over 6 left. A good block there from Rieger. He has been good as well tonight.
That's a great secondary block.
Restart for Lonkow.
You can see Nelson Santana's hair just blowing in the wind.
Here's Lonkow right down the middle, intercepted from Villela. Santana, cheeky, still Santana. Plays it back to Thompson. 5:42 left. Lancers trailing 5-3. They were within 1 until Francis came back 56 seconds later. So stretch that lead to 2. Into the corner for Santana. Meller. Thompson. We'll switch it onto the near side.
Rosano, little extracurriculars, getting a protest from Potter.
Barry in front, off the foot of Mayanga, who's kind of hobbling a little bit. We'll keep an eye on him. He may have taken a knock. That would be a big loss the way he's played tonight. Rosano with pressure. Ortiz comes in, and
I think they've called on Rosano.
From behind?
Ortiz vexed, thinking maybe they called it on him. Ty Hall, another post up.
Escobar. Hall. Escobar, the former Baltimore Blast player, gets it to Barry. Barry back to Escobar. Hall near side, off the boards, in front. And a blast that is pounded home. Hundelt.
Well struck.
Dylan Hundelt with an absolute rocket. Hall plays it off the boards, comes through the crease, everyone there, and he is just chomping at the bit for that one. That was set up beautifully for Hundelt.
Yeah, I think there might be something to these Manny tights. That was a very masculine struck ball.
.10:48 time of the goal. Hundelt's second of the season. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Hall, his first assist of the season. Harrisburg has doubled the lead. Lancers looking to get back into this one again. They've worked so hard to get within 1, and it's Di Lorenzo who is dumped. He and Brown have a few words.
A few words, a
little chest bump too.
Chest to chest, love you, bro.
It's Boughton. Gets the call from the bench. Rieger is open. Little gap there. Gets it to him.
What a
Shot.
ball.
Oh!
Oh, that was a great job by Gary to find that gap.
It's Wolanski who got the shot away. Unable to trouble the keeper. Left there by Francis. No one there but Rieger.
Yeah, there's a lot more bite out of the Lancers this half. I like it. Unfortunately, they've just given up a couple goals to extend the lead here recently.
And this
now we're
is
top of the
not-
box.
yeah.
Very dangerous, not where you want to be.
Francis steps in. Shot. Goal. Deadly. Just
His left
deadly.
foot. I mean, Mauricio Salas still to me has the hardest left foot I've seen, but boy, he's in the conversation.
Is he ever?
He drills it.
He got an unassisted goal at 8:22, and he'll get a free kick here. I mean, the whole arena knew he was going to take it. His 12th of the season at 11:34. 7-3 Harrisburg now. Starting to stretch this one out. Lancers taking a timeout here.
We took our foot off the gas in the third quarter down in Harrisburg, right?
That's right.
Very
You mentioned
competitive game, and then the separation came. So
While we have a break, don't forget to get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you are following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. The MASL social media pages. Be sure to check those out. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the Baltimore Blast come to town. Baltimore, surprisingly, at 2-4 on the season right now, looking to turn things around with Danny Kelly, former Lancer, and your good friend, the Big Smooth,
The
Andrew
Big
Hoxie.
Smooth. Ain't nothing smooth about that ghastly upper lip issue he's been unable to remedy for quite some time. I would never allow a ferret to live under my nose for years
Are
on
we, what,
end.
on year 5 with that thing?
Boy,
that
I don't know.
stash?
I'd say 5 out of 10.
Now, Hoxie and the Blast will be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
He has nowhere to put it, so he starts curling it. Give me a break. Grow up with the hair, you know?
Good shot from Mayenga. Not too far off the mark. Thompson and Harrisburg crossing midfield. Meller. Villela. .259 left in the third. Hard challenge there from Ortiz.
Good
along
hard
with Meller.
tackle.
Look at that ball pop from up here.
Ortiz is a bulldog, man. You see him just get down and scrap on those tackles.
One name we haven't mentioned very often here in this third quarter, J.J. Gibson. I wonder if he is out with an injury or if they're just kind of holding back because they do play tomorrow night against the 4-1 club out of
Maybe.
Utica City.
And is that knee brace preventative, or is that something
Good
he
point.
needs to rest?
Good save from Esposito, denying the KG veteran Santana. There's Thompson. Escobar, the U.S. futsal player.
Yeah, it's Ooh.
It's Mayanga taking down Barry. Restart just outside the arc. Escobar over it. 1:48 left in the third. Loose ball left there, some miscommunication. The Heat will pick it up again. But Boughton gets there first, one-on-one. Boughton, step over on the right, the shot! Off the glass.
The
It should be a
G-Child,
corner kick.
Gary Boughton, the pride of Buffalo. G-Unit. Myriad nicknames collected over the years.
Answers are changing. Shot blocked by De Oliveira.
I don't know if that play is by design, but it created a good opportunity they just didn't pull the trigger on. Nelson calling for an intentional handball. Keep it down on the bench, young man. For heaven's sake.
Gibson, speaking of the devil, is back onto the turf.
His running does look a little labored, you know, on that side with the knee brace. Indoor soccer is not the ideal setting to be carrying limiting injuries. Such a dynamic game.
Sure is.
Making his earlier goal all the more impressive, man.
It was a nice one. And Godoy blast went over to the far side. It was Mayanga with the pass. Well, I think we saw a commercial. Soccer Sam was talking about the indoor game. It's soccer, it's hockey, it's lacrosse. Combination of basketball.
Yeah, it's my
So
favorite
many
spectator
different
sport,
pieces.
for sure. Ooh, Godoy's back on it. He was bubbling up earlier. Now we're going to see just how fizzy is he.
Ortiz bombs one off the boards. Gets it back to D'Amico. Godoy, the shot and the goal!
Oh, and he's got it. Ortiz successfully screened him.
Look at Rafa. He wants that ball back.
He really wanted the physical contact. He took the scenic route to the ball so he could bump into who was it, Francis?
Yep, they had a little issue before.
I think it's just reminding Francis we're still in this game.
D'Amico with the assist. His second of the year. Godoy's second goal of the year at 13:59.
Oh, I take that back. Francis did move the ball as Godoy ran in. I don't blame Francis for that, but that is why Godoy changed trajectory.
Rafa's got a goal and an assist. D'Amico, 1 goal, 1 assist tonight. Final minute of play in the third quarter. Lancers coming back again. 7-4.
Well, he answered my question. Godoy, still fizzing.
Esque. This one's blocked again by Rieger.
Important that we do not give up momentum here.
Yes, crucial.
Harrisburg player down on the play, although he wasn't involved in the collision that was the foul called.
Cheeky little pass there from D'Amico. Nice little back heel. Kind of rolled it back to Rafa, and we just talked about
causing problems in there at the screen.
You know, so many different sports that's a screen you see in hockey. Goaltender can't find it and hits in the back of the net. Good flick. Oh, Rafa.
In the 3-line rule, kind of mirrors icing to a degree, right? It's kind of the answer for offsides to keep the game from being all aerial over the top. Forces a more technical play.
Three seconds, 2, 1, and quarter number 3 is over. 7-4 after 3 quarters of play. Hey, Rochester had it within 1 goal until Francis came back with a bomb. Hundelt and Francis again stretched the lead out, but with 1:01 left in the third quarter, Rafa Godoy got his second of the season from D'Amico. They stand at 7-4. Last time these two teams played, the score was 8-4. Well, let's see how things shape up here in the fast and furious fourth quarter that's upon us. All right, 1 minute until we begin fourth quarter action. The Lancers trailing 7-4. John, they're in it, and then Harrisburg extends that lead again. So close, but just not there yet.
That's what's so exciting about this game is that one team's never really on top, the other team's never really on top. It just goes back and forth. And Rochester needs to remember there's a lot of time left. Harrisburg scored 3 goals within about
Yeah.
a 5-minute span there. Why can't it happen to Rochester?
Harrisburg scored at 8:22, 10:48, and 11:34. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, 3 goals.
That's something that Rochester needs to remember.
And that's the gap right now, 3 goals. As the Lancers will have the kickoff, it's DiLorenzo to do the honors. Rochester attacking from left to right. Just waiting to join back on the national broadcast. Should be ready to go here momentarily. And we are cleared for takeoff. 4th quarter underway. Francis looking for it, settles it along the boards, gets it to Thompson. Banahene at early pressure from the Lancers. Rosado, the shot! Kicked away by Banahene. There's DePrima. Francis and Rieger. Good chasing down there from Rieger. And Esposito will finally get it inside his box. Long throw downfield. Look to the outside, Ortiz. Good job shielding off Villela and keeping the ball. J.O. fouled. J.O.'s taking a few knocks tonight. Ortiz. Oh, he has a quick little go. Banahene aware and takes a look at it as well. De Oliveira. Still with it, middle of the park, De Oliveira. Harrisburg just patient with the possession. Outside to Santana. He's double team, breaks away from that. Cheeky little ball in front, and Meller makes a meal of that one.
It's going to be critical that the Lancers don't give up a goal here in the 4th quarter, trying to overcome a 3-goal deficit. 4 or 5 isn't insurmountable, but makes it very, very unlikely, especially given the rate of production. You know, we've been oh boy.
Oh, this one finds the back of the net.
Habla del Diablo, man. That ain't right.
Is it Santana
Unlucky.
with the goal? What happened there? Where is the breakdown? As Esposito got a piece of it. Let's see. It's Brahm who just directs it.
Oh, wow.
Brahm's 2nd of the game, 2nd of the season unassisted. That one hurts. It is now 8-4, 1:38 time of the goal. Restart on the middle of the field. Ortiz gets a foot on it, but only as far as Barry. This one off the top of the boards and into the crowd. Where Santana is off the bench and just talking to fans, hanging out.
Oh, he's talking to Marcelo, former Lancer legend.
Oh, Marcelo Barrera, of
Yeah.
course.
Ty Hall with a great physical challenge.
Rebound, and it's cleared away as it's Gur. Was it Gerber? No, I'm sorry. It was D'Amico with Gibson. Got tangled up. Gerber out with that injury, sorry. Here's Mayanga. D'Amico was the player who came back in and challenged with Gibson. Restart for Banahene. Low driven ball. Long hard throw. Good battle by DiLorenzo. Still DiLorenzo, and Brahm comes away with it. Rosano goes down holding his face. Brom was the player who was around. The referee is going to talk to the player or his assistants in the box who had a good look right at the midfield line. It's Anthony Rosano who is down. Hands up around his face. A busy night as he bounces back up, Mr. Rosano. 2 assists on the evening. De Oliveira will have the restart. Or check that, DePrima will have the restart. 12:20 left in the fourth quarter. Lancers trailing 8-4. It's the identical scoreline we saw in Harrisburg a couple weeks ago. One thing Di Lorenzo will do is throw that body around. He has been physical. Had a couple of chances as well.
Yeah, might as well. If you're built that large, put it on somebody.
They'll scramble along the boards, picked up there by Esposito. Rolls it out nicely to Rieger. Crossing midfield, Dan Rieger. Godoy's pushed into the boards by Santana. They get up, have a good little scowl at one another. They're still going at it. Santana and Rafa.
DJ playing Kung Fu fighting.
I love it.
How appropriate.
Mayanga with a hard shot off
good
the
effort.
boards, and Rafa almost got a piece
Boy,
of that one.
when Godoy revs up, man,
Oh,
he's all over the ball.
He's a spitfire.
Wind him up.
Good ball to Mayanga. And Rafa just couldn't get that one to come down. Bettaheny will throw this one back into play. 11:37.
The referee inadvertently getting in on a strong tackle on Will the Wall.
One hop up into the netting. Just in front of the bounce house. The party continues, win or lose here at the Dome Arena. Lancers soccer. It's more than just a game. D'Amico challenging. Francis, long ball. Esposito beats Hall to it.
It's really well done by Esposito. Keep the ball low. No 3-line penalty. No top of the box. Found a Lancer player out of danger.
D'Amico working the pressure with Mayanga. Cal, good battle there with Hall. Both players going at it. Oh, and an elbow thrown from Hall. Lancao comes back at him. And you've got to see Hall go to the box for the elbow, I think. And the price on Lancao as well.
He did get rhino speared, though.
Both players showing the box.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Ty Hall not finished with it. Neither player satisfied with the single blue card, apparently.
And now how did they get up chest to chest now?
Yeah, it's not the move. All right, let's put him in a phone booth. Let him sort it out.
Lancao was upset about the elbow. He comes back and charges at Hall.
So I think it was a comedy of errors. Ty was definitely getting held hard, so he spun around out of it and just brought his arm with him. And then
They're still going at it. Look
he
at
got
this.
rhino speared. I haven't seen spear tackle. That's illegal in the NFL, but we're bringing it back to indoor soccer, you know?
There's a good look at it.
Oh, I missed the spearhead replay. Do we get it? I'm a huge fan of it.
Joel, can we show that replay just from that angle again? From right above?
Come on, give us something fun.
He's got it. He's got it. He's going to do it for us. Come on, Joel. There it is. There you go. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Both players in the box. Somebody was wobbling there.
I like those scuffles, man. Gets the blood pumping, fans engaged. No harm, some foul.
Listen to the calls here. Both players in the box, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct at 4:09. So we're playing 4-on-4. We've got some space now.
Yeah, 4-on-4 really opens the game up by percentage. You know, you only have 5 field players. Take one off each team, change the landscape for sure.
Look at the gaps. Who will take advantage of it? Ortiz. Mayanga. Strong candidate for player of the game. Rosano. He and Escobar get tangled up. And a penalty called now. As the blue card is shown. It's going to be Rosano who will take a 2-minute breather.
Yeah, Rosano didn't even protest it. My view is obstructed on the near wall here, so apparently he felt he deserved the boo-boo pin.
Now it's a power play opportunity for Harrisburg. On the power play, they are 4 for 9.
4v3, such an advantage.
Ooh.
Better than 5v4 for sure.
44% effectiveness on the power play. Lancers on the PK, 67%. They're just going to work it around.
Of course, PK in indoor means penalty kill, not penalty kick.
Thank you, sir. Francis, one shot wide. I'm sure more to come.
Might want to just
Villela.
park a defender on his left foot.
Yeah. Cleared away, but picked up by Villela. De Oliveira. Villela to Francis. Mika will clear it away. Restart on the far side for Villela, the member of the Mexican National Arena Soccer team. In his second year with the Heat, Daniel Villela, 3 goals, 2 assists. Coming off 11 goals, 18 assists last season. Has the ball now in the center circle. Still 4-on-3 for another minute, 9 seconds.
Is that the countdown for the first blue cards?
That is the power play, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're showing on
so
the
they'll
screen.
each get a player here shortly. It'll be a 5
Any
against
second
4
now.
power play instead of a
Yep.
4v3.
They're getting ready to come out.
Esposito keeping it alive for the players come. Here they come.
Now it does go to 5v4. A little more space that's taken up.
Yeah.
Blocked by Mayanga, put in front again.
5v4 benefits the defense versus 4v3. So hopefully Lancers can ride this out and keep their hopes alive to cut this 4-goal deficit for the end of the game.
Francis, top of the arc. Near side, and it comes back into the arms of Esposito. Hall can't believe it.
25 seconds in the power kill.
It's a
penalty kill.
It's a big hold right there. You get some fresh bodies on the field.
7:50, Lancers trailing 8-4. We're in the fourth quarter. Joe Giuliano, Elliot Fausti, and John Savaglia. We'll do it again tomorrow night, 7 p.m. The Lancers and the Baltimore Blast. And now there's a discussion on the field. Doug Miller and John Berardo Curry, Lancers coaches, both on the field. I'm not sure if it's a clock issue.
Whatever it is, I think it works in the Lancers' favor here. Get them a little rest on this power play.
Sure. Yeah, they're going to adjust the clock at 8:26.
We still got Jeremy and Ty going at it down to the box there, discussion.
Yeah, smart sub there. Separate the scoundrels. You got little kids. Can't be learning those behaviors.
And we added a few seconds, 35 seconds to the clock. 15 seconds left in the man advantage for Harrisburg. Francis in a dangerous spot. Settles. Passes. Shot. Oh, and it does find the back of the net. De Oliveira just able to squeeze it in behind Esposito to make it 9-4.
Esposito partially blocked it. Godoy came sliding in. He was able to redirect the ball out of the goal, but referee ruled that it had crossed the line already.
And De Oliveira's second goal of the game. That gives him 5 on the season.
I want to make fun of Francis's hot pink shoes so bad, but his numbers are quite high.
Yes, they are. 2 goals, 1 assist tonight. He's got his second assist of the season.
That run there reminded me of Jeremy Ortiz's 5-second goal right off the kickoff where it bounced off the boards and he just sprinted down and knotted in a header immediately.
And 7:57 left in the fourth quarter. We'll take our official MASL timeout and let you know about the MASL and MITRE. They share a long-term vision to see arena soccer grow in North America. MITRE's Astro Division ball is the official game ball for MASL League play. MITRE's Astro Division is designed specifically for play on artificial surfaces. It features a more accurate flight than the average ball and has a 30% reduced bounce to make it play more efficiently in arena soccer. Well, 9-4. Close at times, and then Harrisburg pulls away again. Got to be a little frustrated for the Lancers. There's dance cam, there's DJ KO. All that great music you're hearing in the background.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Comes from that man. There he is.
He's just always so happy, man, dancing and playing music, doing Michael Jackson moves to Gangnam Style. No complaints here.
Not at all. Good crowd. Arena filled with youngsters tonight. Well, Lancers have their work cut out for them. 5 goals down with 7:57 remaining, and then they go at it again tomorrow. 7 p.m., the Baltimore Blast come to town. OurLancers.com for ticket information. We'll give it a big push here. Lancers need 5 to get level with this one. And it's going to restart with Will the Wall putting this one back into play. Here we go, fourth quarter. The final piece of the puzzle. The long throw headed away by Rieger. Rosano chasing this one down. It's Will the Wall to get there first. Banahene. Brom. Santana. Oh, Rieger. Good anticipation. Collision there, and it's Eske to come away with it. Back to Banahene. Hundelt, good ball across the field to Brom. Nice ball forward. Eske.
Harrisburg did a great job breaking pressure there. Patient possession under high press from the Lancers. Lancers able to break it up on the other end, but well done.
Eske maybe a little too unselfish there. Good ball. Di Lorenzo tried to spin and turn it in. He's taken down, no call.
Yeah, I love that ball. Was that Ortiz that burned that in there?
Either Ortiz or Cunningham all the way from the back.
Got to talk to Rosano about his flopsy daisies. He scraps, he plays hard, but he has his moments.
A lot of contact here in this one. Smaller field than most MASL arenas. So you're on top of each other before you even know it. Escobar's touch to midfield.
Well, Baltimore plays in a small one this year.
That's right.
And of course, Hermosillo in the old bullfighting ring.
Oh, Cunningham with a shot that's high and off the mark.
Yeah, when he gets his chances, he's dangerous for sure, Michael Cunningham. He hasn't seen a lot of time tonight. I was a little surprised. Will the Wall with his box-to-box throws are dangerous. Puts the
able to
Lancers on their
settle it,
heels
too.
immediately.
De Oliveira, De Prima. De Oliveira's got 2 goals on the evening. Here's Boughton. Trying to thread the needle looking for Di Lorenzo. Not going to make it there. Thompson. Splits 2 Lancer defenders. Gets it back. Thompson, and what a great job from Rafa. Just to use the body to nudge him off balance.
Yeah, Rafa went to the rodeo, man. He rode him all the way down, made sure he couldn't get on that ball. Just enough to avoid the fouls. Well played.
Perfect. There's Mayanga. Wolanski back to J.O. J.O. with a rocket that's into the netting. Look at the Cunningham shot. Just up and over the arms of Benahede. Will the Wall, the 25-year-old. Long throw to Santana. Rieger, no choice but to go along the boards on the far side. It's Meller. De Oliveira. Good footwork, driven forward for Santana. Good ball, Santana to Meller. The shot and a goal. Meller could thank Santana for setting the table beautifully there. And Harrisburg has now gotten into double digits, 10-4 lead, 10-14 time of the goal from Meller.
Yeah, this game really getting away from the Lancers here.
Santana 1 goal, 1 assist tonight. That's his 3rd assist of the season. .446 left, Harrisburg 10, Rochester 4. All right, Boughton and the Lancers looking to at least make this one close. His shot deflected it in! Gary Boughton takes a knee as he's got his first goal of the season. Hey, put it on frame. And good things will happen.
Yeah, he struck it hard, took a deflection, rewarded.
.10:21, 7 seconds after the Meller goal. It's Boughton's first of the season, hopefully many more to come. As he throws the... I almost fall off the stage here. My son Joey caught me. Good job, buddy.
Little stage dive. One adult diving onto one child.
Back is already under repair. May as well throw the knee on there, too.
Not the ratio we're looking for.
Chance for Ortiz and the Lancers. Not too far off the mark.
Good effort from Ortiz.
And Rosano's into the netting.
Follow up.
All right, 10-5, 4:20 left.
Cotton Eye Joe. This guy reading my all-time best songs journal,
He's
my
got
diary.
your playlist. He has your little playlist, I'm sure.
Just feel so caged in this booth with a headset.
He'll be back in the cave, whether it's in Washington or Arizona.
Where I can dance freely.
Rosano. D'Amico. Oh, he's tripped up, and that's got to be a penalty.
Power play.
Yep. Santana will go to the box. Lancers will go on the power play, and they'll start it off with a beautiful free kick opportunity. Lancers on the power play.
Didn't you show the blue card to Santana?
Yes.
Santana's just taking a walk to the wrong side of the field. I don't know if that's intentional by time or in his frustration, he just wasn't quite sure where he was for the moment.
Lancers yet to score a power play goal this season, 0% on the power play. Meanwhile, Harrisburg,
not
7
super
for
high.
7 on the penalty kill.
0%, but we like to round up to the nearest 40.
And that is Boughton looking for another one that's just a bit high. 3:56 left, 1:56 left.
They're on the power
in the
play
man
still.
advantage. And Harrisburg is
If they want a chance, the Lancers, to tie it up before the end of the game, they got to take advantage of this power play immediately.
there's Godoy. Mayanga. Ortiz. Lancers looking for their first power play goal. Harrisburg looking to stay perfect on the penalty kill. Boughton turns, fires.
Oh, I love that turn. He had the defenders beat. He just didn't quite get enough of the ball when he swung.
Great work in a tight space. Rosano. Oh, Mayanga.
See, that's some great ball movement. The Lancers are starting to get their ball movement down. They haven't been able to execute, unfortunately, but it's starting to look better.
Timeout called by Harrisburg, who's on the penalty kill. 10-5 the score. Teams will huddle up, and while they huddle up, let's let you know a little bit about Kick This. If outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune into Kick This. Every weekend, Soccer Sam discusses the ins and outs of all the MASL action. Find Kick This every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on iHeartRadio. Do not forget the Lancers against the big bad Baltimore Blast tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here at the Dome Arena. Blast with some very familiar names. One of our favorites, the Big Smooth.
Another former roommate of mine. So glad that situation's over. I can't stress enough. The guy's weird, talks funny, no sense of humor.
Okay, keep going.
Are we live?
No, we're still on break. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still on break.
Yeah, the guy's a joke.
All right, we're back. Welcome. That is the Laurel and Hardy show of roommates. Hoxie and the Warrior. TV reality series at its best.
The only thing I miss is all the money I won off him in cribbage. It's like a second income, passive income.
Well, that guy will be here tomorrow. Come check him out. The Big Smooth. Is he making the trip?
He's here.
Oh, he's here already?
They're already here.
Nice. Are they in the arena?
I doubt it, because he's a little intimidated by me.
Oh, well, who isn't? He'll be looking up to the booth tomorrow night to see if his former roommates got the spikes going. Will Spikes be in attendance tomorrow?
They got to be. It's the only way I'm taller than him. 6'5", big awkward animal.
Terms of endearment. Rosano shot, good save by Benahene off the foot of Ortiz. Lancers pull the goalie here. What do you think?
I mean, you're at a big risk. You know, you leave yourself susceptible. It really is a last-ditch effort. So when you're down multiple goals, I don't know that it's the best play, because you have to get 5 goals on a power play. The likelihood that you do it without getting scored on is pretty low.
Final 5 seconds of the power play. If memory serves me correct, you were the 6th attacker, weren't you, a couple times? Or no?
No, I was more penalty kill.
Okay.
Although I fancy my goalie skills. Coaches and teammates don't, unfortunately.
Another deflected shot. Cleared up to midfield. Ortiz, minute 39 left. Lancers. At least claw back and get a little closer here. 5 goals, big offensive output for Rochester. 4.
Yeah, silver
in Harrisburg.
linings every game.
Yeah.
Something to be impressed with, things to work on, obviously. But little by little, they're They're closing those gaps, filling those holes of inexperience.
Good shot from Lancao. Just over a minute here in this fourth quarter. Boughton picked up a goal at 10:21 of the quarter. Rieger intercepted. Oh, left behind there by Hundelt. Escobar. Santana. All the way back to Francis. Near side to Prima. De Oliveira. Francis. Santana. Holds. Looks. Eats away at the clock. Lays it off now to De Oliveira. To De Prima. Harrisburg will just eat away at the clock, looking to go up now to 4-1 and get level with Utica, who they will meet tomorrow night at 7 p.m. just down the road. And
one last chance. Time is up.
Time is up, and that'll bring this one to a close. With the result, Rochester drops to 0-5, while Harrisburg goes to 4-1. And tied in second place with Utica. Big matchup tomorrow for those two clubs. And Rochester will meet the Baltimore Blast at 7 p.m. tomorrow night right here at the Dome Arena. Well, 5 goals, positive for Rochester. As we'll keep it here, Soccer Sam will have some post-game interviews before we wrap it up tonight from the Dome Arena. Guys, any thoughts?
I think that, yes, it was a 10-5 victory for Harrisburg, but Rochester can take a lot of positives away from this. You got to remember, we got another game tomorrow, and you got to shake this one off, and there's a lot of things that have looked really well down there that we can take moving forward.
Yeah, I like how we're scrapping. We're not giving up. When we show that fight, that's number one. You have to bring that. And little by little, you see the runs are getting a little tighter. The possession is coming along. Marks are getting more consistent in the box. We're still losing our runners too often, but it is improving.
All right, down to field level, Soccer Sam.
Great job tonight. The players played their hearts out. Tomorrow, a big game. Baltimore Blast, 10-time champions, come to town. Danny Kelly, the first player ever to score a goal for the Rhinos. And Andrew Hoxie, former Lancers, coming down. You got to be excited about that.
I'm so excited. We haven't seen Andrew Hoxie since 2015, so I can't wait to see everybody in the original Lancer fans back tomorrow night.
All right, well, you know we got to get Gary Boughton here now. Gary Boughton, the pride and joy of Buffalo, New York. Gary scored a goal tonight. Gary, that goal seemed to be extremely emotional for you. Gary, I saw the prayer and all that. Tell me about what's going on here, man.
My grandmother passed away on Christmas Eve, and that one was for her. I know she was watching down tonight. I know she was so proud of me. So that was for you, Grandma.
Gary, man, you've been playing your heart out here. This team's getting better and better every game. They're trying their heart out, and I mean, I know this is going to turn around, and you got to feel confident with these young guys.
Yeah, you see the effort is just unwavering from these guys. They're trying to learn, trying to get better every day. We're a really close-knit team, and a lot of these young guys are coming along pretty quickly. So we've just got to keep going, be more consistent, and we'll get there for these fans.
Condolences from the entire Lancer family. Thank you very much. Gary Boughton, the pride and joy of Buffalo, New York. We now are going to go to Dom Francis. Dom Francis, who just signed a 5-year deal with the Harrisburg Heat. Dom is a former Lancer outdoor player with the NPSL Lancers, and I know a lot of people are watching right now in Harrisburg, and Dom is one of their fan favorites there. And Dom Francis, another great performance tonight with a bunch of goals. You guys got the fans taking here. Dom, great job tonight. Fans in Harrisburg are watching you at home. Great job tonight. Your thoughts of this Harrisburg Heat team, and tomorrow night you guys are going up to Utica. It's a big game for you guys.
Yeah, it's a massive game. Obviously, we've just played them up there. It was a tight game. I thought we should have got something from the game in Utica. it was not a bad time to play them. You know, I think it was 4-3 we lost. But it's time to get revenge tomorrow, and we said we want to go 5-1 coming back to Harrisburg on Sunday. So.
Well, the game's on MASL TV. Don France will be there, and you just signed a 5-year deal. First time that I know of in this league signed a 5-year deal. This franchise really believes in you, Carl Delmont, and obviously the Healy family.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. Carl and everyone, they want people that are going to be around for long term. So I'm necessarily like one of the core group of players. But it's nice to be known for that. And I told them, I'm like, I'm here for the long run. I don't plan on moving to another team, but I said this before, it's up to me to put in the work. I've got to put in performances to earn my right to stay around. You know, it's not just going to be a walk in the park. But yeah.
Well, best of luck tomorrow night in Utica, New York. Thank you so much, MSL TV. We're now going to go to, I think, Doug Miller, our head coach, and we're going to see if Doug's here. Calista, Doug left us. I mean, tomorrow night, this is big tomorrow night. 10-time champions, the Baltimore Blast, come to town. You know that. We talked about Andrew Hoxie, right? And we talked about Danny Kelly, who's the first guy to ever scored a Rhinos goal. And let's face it, we haven't won at home yet. So, Calista, we got to win tomorrow night.
I think tomorrow's our big day. We haven't won one game yet, but I know tomorrow's our night, so make sure to come check it out.
All right, see you tomorrow night here. Thank you so much for coming out on this holiday weekend. Back up to you guys.
All right, Soccer Sam, thank you very much. Great job covering for Ashley. Hopefully she is up and at 'em very shortly here. Ashley, wish you a speedy recovery. Well, tomorrow night we do it again. Baltimore comes to town. Quick thoughts on this one, and what do we look forward to until tomorrow?
Man, it looked good till it wasn't. You know, we got caught on another third quarter run. They got a couple more in the fourth quarter, so we just have to get the consistency thing down, and we'll be looking good. So tomorrow we get to wash the taste out of our mouth, hopefully, and take on the Baltimore Blast, 10-time champions.
All right, 7 p.m. kickoff, the Lancers and the Blast right here at the Dome Arena. Final score tonight, Harrisburg 10, Rochester 5. For Elliot Fauski, John Savaglia, and our wonderful crew from Varsity Media, Joe Giuliano, saying so long. This has been Lancers Soccer.